Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. Here we are getting ready to receive June. Who's excited? I know I am. Anyways, I want to thank you guys very much for subscribing to my channel, liking, sharing my videos, blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys very much. I'm trying to make the intro short because apparently people dislike that. So, anyways, if you're interested in any of the services that I provide, definitely look at the description box below. You'll be able to find that, my contact information, and all of that awesome stuff. Um, for those of you who have contacted me for private readings, candle magic, etc., thank you guys very much. Many blessings to you guys, and I'm so excited for you guys that some of you guys are already starting to see results. So awesomeness right there. So, anyways, I do want to mention I've been precisely meditating and going in trance for each zodiac sign. I wanted to do something a little bit more different and get messages from higher spirit directly to each zodiac sign. So that's what I've been doing for all the signs for the month of June. Okay, so this reading is going to be for the sun, moon, and rising of Aquarius. Aquarius, when in meditation, I was told to stop running from emotional attachment. It's okay to be vulnerable. If you if you were to open up and be available, emotionally available, it's okay to do so. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness. Vulnerability is actually a sign of strength because people that have been hurt in the past and are still capable of loving and are capable of not being tainted uh, from the people from the past that hurt them or took advantage of them or took them for granted. Ultimately, your love and your genuineness is strong enough to be able to believe and trust in yourself to want to receive as much love as you're willing to give. Okay, Aquarius? So it's okay to put your guard down sometimes. It's okay to trust and believe in love. There is no higher frequency vibration higher than that of love. Many people have said, even scientists have, in fact, proven that love is almost as if you're in a trance. It's almost like a drug, because when you feel that, when you're open and susceptible to receiving and giving love, there is no higher energy than that. So, again, it is necessary to go within yourself and to analyze, are you tainted? Are you pushing people away or running away from emotional connection or emotional attachment? And if you are, why are you doing that? Is it because you're trying to protect what you think you're protecting, which is yourself, but ultimately hurting you because perhaps you're letting people that are genuine walk out of your life because perhaps they feel that you're not reciprocating the love they have for you. So that's definitely something to think about and ask yourself. Go within yourself. I highly encourage you to do so. So, anyways, let's see. Also, Aquarian people, for those of you who are single, for those of you who have been single for a while, if you continuously keep asking yourself or asking Spirit or asking your God, um, why is it that I continuously keep attracting the same type of people in my life? That is something, again, that is highly encourageable for you to go within yourself and ask yourself those questions. Ultimately, you cannot expect a different outcome if you continuously keep going for the same type of person, whether it's the same type of female, the same type of male that you usually tend to go for. A lot of the times, what we are is what we attract. So, if there's a fault in you, an example, if you're usually the father or mother type, you find yourself being the caregiver in a relationship, what I call, and caregivers being the ones that act like a father or act like a mother in a relationship. If you tend to do that, you have to go within yourself and ask yourself, what is the reasoning behind this? Is it a self conditioning, psychological issue that you had in your childhood? And if so, what is it that you've learned from it? Being around people that are needy, people that you feel you can fix, what has that brought to your life? Has that made you open up to a stronger awareness, or has that deteriorated and made you feel again tainted and felt like you have to keep your walls up? It's something to ask yourself, okay? So, let's get into your reading, Aquarius. Let's see what Spirit has for you guys for the month of June 2017. Spirit, what are the messages? Spirit, what are the messages for Aquarius for the month of June 2017? Spirit, what are the messages for Aquarius for the month of June 2017? Spirit, what are the messages? What are the messages? Spirit, what are the messages for Aquarius for the month of June 2017? Spirit, what are the messages for Aquarius for the month of June 2017? Okay, this is going to be the last shuffle. So I will cut and then I will be doing the 5 card spread. And as I pull them out, I will be saying what each position represents, and then I'll go forth with the reading. So the first card is a symbolization or representation of your finances and your income when it comes to your professional sector. Card number 2 has to do with your communication, how you will be communicating with other people or how they will be communicating with you throughout the month of June. Um, Third card has to do with the challenge for the month of June. And the fourth card having to do with emotions and love life. And finally, the message from higher spirit. Now let's look at your general energy. Okay, so for the month of June, you have the Fool. So this could be a representation of past energies. This is the energy that you're going into the beginning of June. So it's the Fool. So the Fool is a representation of new beginnings. Obviously, it's a major arcana. So this is talking about higher spirit or God putting you in this cycle of new beginnings and new endeavors. But it can also be a representation, again, going back to that of the message that was being related to you, of that of stop running from emotional attachment, that of vulnerability, and that of being tainted, basically, or putting yourself in a position where you tend to fall into being taken for granted, or it's usually you who takes people for granted. So the Fool is definitely encouraging you and asking you to go within yourself and to truly analyze, are you the type of person that is spontaneous and that has that vigor, that energy, the willingness to take on new challenges and go and just be daring? Or are you playing the role of what the Fool in fact is, which is the Fool? Do you go and jump into relationships knowing that they already presented red flags that have to do with people from your past? And knowing that you still continue being in the relationship and trying to grow the relationship. So it's kind of like, making the same mistake over and over and then asking yourself, oh my God, why am I not getting a different result? So it's kind of like an insanity type of cycle. Um, Again, like I said, it's craziness for a person to continuously make the same mistake over and over and over again and not fix it, not go and ask yourself, why am I doing these? Why am I, you know, being a fool, basically? Why am I giving opportunities to people that don't deserve it? Why do I continuously keep putting myself in a position where I go in? I mean, the fool is a representation of innocence in a way. So I feel that either you have been taken for a fool and people take advantage of your innocence and purity of it, or you take advantage of people that or usually go for the type that are innocent and pure, because you feel that ultimately that enables you to have or be a little bit more dominant. I know Aquarian people don't tend to have that dominant type of energy, but again, that you could be working in your shadow side as well, and that would be one of it. Belittling people, making your partner feel like they're nothing or they're stupid or they're ignorant. And in you doing that psychologically, what you're doing is you're messing with them psychologically so they can think that they can never do better than you. Again, this is a general energy, so it doesn't necessarily mean you. This could be the other way around. It could be usually the type of partners that you tend to attract to yourself. So again, this is a passing energy. You're going into the month of June with this energy. So again, um, there's a beauty behind the fool, and the beauty is that you're daring, that you're carefree, that you go into new adventures, um, almost in a daring sense, and that's beautiful. But the downside of that is, are you actually being spontaneous, or are you just being stupid? Are you being courageous and daring, or are you being ignorant and a fool, basically? So those are questions that you have to ask yourself, moving forward for the month of June. So that was a long message. Okay, so for the strength card, you are going into the month with your finances and business front with the strength card. And the strength card has everything to do with, again, having that tenacity, having that passion, having that vigor to make things happen. This is definitely. The strength card usually talks about perhaps you've been hit money wise, financially, you've been struggling, but you've been enduring and you've been making things happen. Even the possibility of new opportunities when it comes to making extra money coming in. And that's kind of how you've kept afloat. The strength card also speaks about having the courage to actually get through these difficult times moving forward. Now, when it comes to your communications, how you will be communicating with other people, or how people will be communicating with you, there's definitely a walking out of a relationship, or a person is walking out on you. And this Eight of Cups is definitely talking about missing, desiring them to reach out or whatnot. But there's definitely a fallout, whether it was a friend, someone that you knew. It could be a representation of a water sign. So it'd be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And this person perhaps walked away, or perhaps is at a long distance at the present time. And there's a mutual feeling of loneliness, feeling of missing one another or whatnot. First, and this message is coming through for those of you who are in a relationship. So perhaps those of you that are married, perhaps your partner is working in a different location. Perhaps they move him, move her. Perhaps there's a travel involved, having to do with business and finance. And again, this Eight of Cups is definitely talking about missing and, wanting to reach out, wanting to hear from them. It also speaks to me about not having them physically here. So some of you guys, for those of you who have recently got a lover or a partner that recently passed away, I'm so very sorry for that. And understand and know that that mourning and that missing is definitely, they see it, they feel it, and they're there. Just look at the signs, and those signs will guide you through the mourning process, getting you through the darkness, basically, and being able to move forward in a positive aspect. Okay. Okay, so for some of you Aquarians, those of you who are single at the present time, perhaps there is an ex. This ex could have been a Leo, of the sun sign Leo, um, or can have the attributes, a very attractive person, whether it's a male or female, very physically attractive, very, I see the strength card as a beautiful card, but when it comes off with the energy of that of beauty, it speaks more so about beauty to me more than like brains. You know what I mean? Like, there is more of a physical attraction than an actual connection. And for those of you who recently have been in and out of a relationship and are single, I feel that perhaps this partner that you were with in the past really didn't have much in common with you. All you guys had was physical attraction. And with this Eight of Cups, this is talking to me about this person looking back or wanting to come back into your life again. But I feel that they're going to do it through the means of sexual manipulation, or through the means of making it seem like they care about you and they want to be with you. But in reality, what they're doing is they're just trying to get off, if you know what I mean. So again, be very wary of that. Let the past go and walk away from that. Whatever doesn't serve you, push it out the door, basically. So right at the center of the reading, you have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands definitely talks to me about standing up for what you believe in. Um, you know, don't don't put this wall up. For those of you who have been single for a while, don't put your walls up just with anyone when it comes to relationships and starting to get to know someone. Because in doing so, maybe you feel like you're doing it to protect yourself and you feel like you're standing up for yourself. But what you're really doing is you are encountering people that are open and that are genuinely wanting or desiring that connection. And what you're doing is you're coming off as arrogant, or you're coming off as aggressive. and they are definitely not liking that. So maybe that's kind of the issue that's going to play out for the month of June. Again, if you feel the need that you need to stand up for yourself when it comes to finances, when it comes to work, when it comes to, relationships, if you're in a monogamous relationship or in a serious relationship and you feel like there's an argument or whatever, and you feel that you're in the right, definitely stand your ground. Again, like I said, don't be taken advantage of. Don't allow people to take advantage of you. But at the same time, you have to understand and know that it goes both ways. So sometimes your partner has the right to stand their ground, has the right to stick to what they believe in. It doesn't. It's kind of like agree to disagree type of energy. Now, when it comes to love and romance, you have the Knight of Wands, and this is communication coming back and forth, quick communication, I should say, coming back and forth. I feel like there's a person in your past that's trying to reach out, wanting to speak to you, wanting to text you. There's a resistance with the Seven of Wands for you. You're not really wanting to have it. You're not dealing with it. You're not having it. I definitely encourage you not to. Don't look at the past no more. Don't look towards the past. Move away from the past. There's a fire sign coming in, and this fire sign could be an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. Again, like I said in the beginning of the reading. But this strength card could be a symbology of, again, a person that, from your past that has more of a physical connection more than anything. And this fire sign that's coming through is that of a younger energy, a person perhaps from their 25s all the way to their early 30s. This is an aggressive type of energy, but aggressive in a positive way. They could be a little bit impulsive, and this could be a person that you're dealing with at the present. Perhaps you're not dating, but sorry, perhaps you're not in a relationship, but you are dating, because these are the beginning stages of something. But again, I would encourage you to look at your past behaviors, look at your past partners, in the only means to analyze what is it that you usually attract, and if it's been a negative type of thing for you, like you just don't happen to be good with long-term relationships, then again you need to go within yourself and ask what is it that you're doing, or what's the reason why you keep attracting the same type of energy. This fire sign, though, I do want to mention, is coming up as a very positive type of energy. So I feel that this is a very playful type of energy. It could be both male or female. It is a general reading, and I feel like you have not met this person as of yet. There's a possibility for some of you guys that you guys are already dealing with this person, but I feel that for most of you, this person will be making their appearance throughout the month of June, if not the second week of June. So finally, Spirit's advice, again, the Five of Wands. The fives are always about struggle. And I feel that this struggle, what Spirit's telling you is to really analyze if what you want is a relationship. And if the answer to that is no, then my suggestion is stay single, and stay single for a while until you're able to really heal yourself from past relationships, disconnect, cut the ties with the past, and then move forward. For those of you who are really wanting a relationship or are actually in a relationship, but you're wondering or you're starting to question if you even want to be in the relationship, again, I encourage you to go within yourself and ask yourself if, in fact, you do see this being long term. And if the answer is no, then perhaps it's time for you to walk away from the relationship. Why? Because you're not serving anyone. You're not helping anyone to grow if to you it's something temporary. Also, I do want to mention when it comes to finances, the Five of Wands is a representation of a struggle or power struggle going within yourself. I encourage you, Aquarians, to find the confidence within yourself, believe in yourself, and know that you have the power, you have the strength, you have the courage, you have the tenacity to overcome obstacles, to overcome difficult situations, and more than anything, to believe in yourself and achieve that which you want. Do not allow other people to tell you or to try to bring you down. Believe in yourself. All it takes is believing in yourself, and the rest will manifest. Many blessings to you guys. Comment, like, share my videos. If you're wanting a personal reading, definitely look at the description box below and contact me. We'll see from each other. Bye bye.